Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Good morning, good morning. Today, did y'all see it when I turned around? Pow! Simplicity, 42-inch. Pretty good little tractor, little mower. This one's got the Kawasaki FR651V. We're gonna do a good annual service on it for the fella, but he's got a special problem. Special problem with this one, and we will show you. You're gonna dig this. Let me lower the camera a little bit, and I'll show you what we got. Let me grab a flashlight. Well, look at there. That ain't supposed to be there. Bent that blade right there. He's got a big old log stuck in it. That ain't good. So he's gonna need a new set of blades. Them blades are wore pretty good anyway. Ooh, oil change, do the regular old annual service, get him some new blades. And I need to check his deck belt too. So let's lower this thing down, back it off the ramp or off the table. All right. I'm gonna put the front wheels about halfway up on that ramp right there. All right, let's raise the table and get that thing high enough where I can get the impact on it. That's good. Let me hit pause, get the other tripod, get this thing set up, we'll get them blades off. All right, let's see if we can get this log out from under here. Good grief, that thing is stuck pretty good. Golly. Well, I'll just have to pop the blade off like it is. I hope it ain't under too much pressure. Well, that blade is not bent. It's straightened right back out, but the lifts are wore. Not good. I'd say it's kind of dull. Oh wait, that's the wrong. That's not a blade. To the other side. Get up. All right. Yeah, that blade there, the lifts on these blades are worn gone. Worn gone. Hi-ya. All right, now we'll get it back on the Get back on the table, lower the deck all the way down, check his belt. Pull this pin out right here. I put a little mark right there where his pin was. So he'll get it back in the same place it was before. All right, set the camera up. He told me on the phone, he said he hit a log. I thought, well, maybe it was just a stick. No, he was absolutely right. It's a log. There goes Ray Ray and his Bobcat. Just drove by. Wrap this air hose back up. Rev it. Okay, let me grab my flashlight before I forget about it. Boy, that sounds good. All right, let's raise it back up now. Check his belt. He said when he hit it, it instantly stopped. But he said he did see a little smoke, or smelt a little bit of smoke or something. So we're going to inspect this belt. Inspect this belt. Boom. Let's see what we got here. I don't see any bad places in it. Looks pretty good. If it instantly stopped, then that PTO back there, that would have been the only thing still spinning when it locked this deck up. So the smoke probably came from the PTO clutch, which was sitting right in this area here. But so far it looks good. I don't see no cuts or no bad burn spots or nothing. Okay. I don't see no bad places at all in this belt. So we're going to let that go. Okay. Belt looks good. Looks good to me. Looks good from my house. Whew. All right, we'll get a set of blades ordered for this thing and we'll get to it. Y'all hang with. Pow! Brand new blades. All right, fellers. We got us a set of blades. Yeah. I got these blades. I have discovered, let me show you. I have discovered a new company I didn't know existed. And they're right here in Georgia, Swainsboro, Georgia. When I received them, they're a Christian company. Look at that. Sent me some scripture. And they are also a bad boy dealer right here in Swainsboro. There's their phone number for ordering parts for bad boy and X-Mark and all that good stuff. And there's our address, 1331 US Highway 80 East Swainsboro, 30401. Look at that. Right here in Georgia. Well, that's good. All right, let's get this camera set up. Let's get this set of blades put on this thing. Let's get busy, man. I got all this stuff come in, the fuel filter, That was a what was that part number? 49019-0031 fuel filter. A couple of BPR 4ES spooky plugs. We got the Earl filter, which is a, what is that part number? It is a 49065-0721. And a couple of quarts of the Kawasaki Earl 10W40. This is a synthetic blend, and it also contains zinc. You always want that. And least but not last, the air filter. Part number 11029-0031. All right, y'all hang with, man. Let's get this thing serviced. All right. Okay, hold that right there. Make sure it's on there. Perfect. Let me get up. And we'll stick this blade on over here. Let me slide the camera a little bit. Slide it with the blade. There you go, now you can see what I'm doing. Don't put it on upside down, Dobie. Nope. I didn't have it centered on the collar. There we go, we got it now. Okay. All right, y'all are just gonna have to listen to that fan because it's hot. It is hot in here. Woo! All right. Tell you what we're gonna do. I got a little spray paint cap off a spray can. I'm gonna set it under here. I'm gonna try to keep from making a big old mess in here. Big mess of this tractor. I'm just gonna pop a little hole in the bottom of that oil filter. Just let that drain. Well, I'm gonna have to put another hole up here though, so it'll suck some air. There it goes. And we'll grab this little drain plug right there. I already got it warm, a little bit warm, backing it up on the table. I gotta watch that cap right there. That thing might fill up and make a mess anyway. All right, let that be draining. Then I'll pop the dipstick so it can suck some air. Okay, let that be draining. I gotta keep my eye on that cup right there. I'm gonna pop a second hole in it, get some more air in there. Okay, good enough. And while all that's draining, I'm gonna get these spark plugs out of here. Get these little sparky plugs out. Grab my spark plug wrench. Can't turn my back on this stuff over here. Hey-ya! Assembled in the USA, all right. Four of 23, yeah, it's been about a year and a half since I've serviced this thing. We'll get them all survey sewed up. Get this plug out of here. All right. Let's take these new spark plugs and get these new plugs at 30 thousandths. I never trust them being boxed up and shipped around the country like they are. That's perfect. Oh, go ahead. Always check your gap. I'm trying to do this quick, man, so I can get this thing in and out of here, man. You ought to see all that. You ought to see all that stuff I got piled up right there to work on. All right. Yeah, I don't have a whole heck of a lot to do. I might have to make this video about 7 parts long to keep videos coming. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I know everybody loves a good start to finish video. And for my buddy Shane, we're going to take this carburetor right here off and give it a good cleaning. Just kidding. Not another carburetor cleaning video, Tom. God. Yeah. Matter of fact, I got 2 more of those coming out this week. Yeah, look at there. I turned my back and forgot about that oil filter. Look how full that cup is. Right there where that little hole is on the side. Good Lord. Well, it made a mess. The harder I try to keep from making a mess, the bigger the mess I make. Seems like. Okay. I don't know how tight I got that thing when I put it on there last spring. Let's find out. Let's find out. Knowing me, I probably got it pretty tight. No, I didn't. That's good. Let me move the camera so you can see what I'm doing better. Yeah, I didn't get it too tight. That's good. I just know I'm fixing to slip and hit that cup full of oil right there. There we go. Ooh, hang on to it. Look how full it got. Right there. Exactly to that little hole. Good grief. Uh-oh, see, now I'm making a mess. All right. It's up. I'm gonna stick this oil filter in this bag. The air filter came in. That way it don't leak out inside the trash can. Little drippy drippies. Look at that, that's all the oil I spilled right there. That's it. All right, it's gonna be a good day, Tater. We're going to give this thing a good cleaning anyway. All right, it appears the engine oil has quit dripping. Let me get that new oil filter on there. Pearl footer. Take a little bit of oil. That's why I love these Kawasaki oil filters. They got kind of a flat, textured feel to them. You can grab a hold of them. Even with your hands are oily, you still get a good grip. Yeah, that's good enough. Now what we'll do is 9, 24, 'Did I say 168 or 187 hours? What was this? That was 186. Ha! I sit right there and wrote the wrong hours on it. Dang, boy. That's all. I'll just take a little carb cleaner, give it a little spray, and just give it a little wipe. Wipe that off there. Let me look one more time here. 186 hours. Okay. 100. $186 hours. Okay, we're good. And we'll put the drain plug back in it. Got you, what did I do with the wrenches? Got you an 11/16 and a 5/8. Just kind of cinch it together. Don't get it real tight because you'll split that thing. Just make it good and snuggly. Poke this back up in there. Right where it's supposed to be. Okay. We're looking good. Let me get this oil out of the way before I knock it over. Yeah, I broke my own rule there. Never ever put the dipstick in while this engine does not have any oil. That's what I do. Is if I see something like that, if it's laying there, just kind of, I know it ain't got oil in it. I know it ain't got oil in it. Let me lower the table a little bit. We'll put some oil in it. Okay. It's going to hold both quarts, I'm sure. It always does. Grab a funnel. I put too much sugar in my coffee this morning. Now I got the jitters. I'll be pouring it all over the place. Let me get that seat out of the way. We got to get to that fuel filter anyway. Pour it slow. You'll overfill that dipstick tube. The whole focus of this job right here is to keep from making a big old mess like I always do. All right, there's one quart. Get every last little good little drop. Every last delicious drop. One down. Just missed the trash can. Just missed the trash can. Yeah, if you hold the bottle and pour it like this, it won't chug with you. But if you do it like this, then it will. So what you're doing is letting the oil be down here and let it draw air as it needs to. That's what it's designed for. If y'all didn't really know that already. I'm gonna hold up right there. I got about a third of the quart left in this bottle. I'm gonna let that settle. And we're gonna check it, see where it's at. I'm curious. Let's change the air filter in the meantime. could have swore I put a foam pre-filter on this last time. I guess I did. Huh. Unless somebody snuck in his carport and stole it. All right. That's good. That is almost full, so we'll go ahead and put the rest of this in there. We haven't cranked it up and filled the oil filter yet. And what did I just do with that bottle of oil? There it is. Don't pour it too fast, Dobie. All right. See if I can make this one. Oh, I made that one. Drip, drip, drip. We are a little over full, that's good. All right, spark plugs, air filter, oil, dipstick, everything's tight. All right, we'll let that settle. We'll come over here and get this fuel filter changed. I don't know how well you can see that fuel filter. Let me move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. That's why you're watching. All right, this is where I bust my elbows. Golly. There we go. Might have to pull it off the fuel pump, take it over to the vise and yank on it. No, here it goes, it's coming out. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I used the aftermarket last time. Let me go over here and get this other fuel filter. Make sure you always check the arrow. Check the arrow. Okay. This thing's been settling here for just a few minutes. Let's check the oil. So I'm going to crank it and make sure that fuel filter starts filling up. And that is perfect. Okay, keep your eye on the fuel filter. filled up. That's good. Let's see, so far, changed the oil filter, fuel filter, spark plugs, air filter, filter, new blades. Oh, we gotta grease it. Yes, we gotta grease it. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna let this camera cool off just a little bit. All right, it's time to grease her up. The steering spindles don't have any grease fittings. It's just the ones right there on the wheel. 2 on the front, and then we're going to do the 2 blade spindles. Just take your little finger and mop all that grungy stuff off there. You don't want to pump it in there. Ooh, yeah, it's coming out there. Ooh, now I got a mess. Oh, let's go get the other one. Let's go do the other one. I think it's on the outside over here. Yep, there it is. Wipe all the dirt off of it. All right, it's coming out on the other side. Yep, right there too. Boy, I'm making a mess with this stuff. Good grief, I gotta clean all that up. Okay. Let me change tripods. Alrighty, here's that grease fitting right there. Grab my knee pad. Let's see. Ow. Let me feel up here, make sure it ain't coming out from under the pulley up here. Nope, it's not. Uh-oh. You know what? I bet it's empty. It is. Let me hit pause. Somebody asked me on a video the other day if I could do a video about how I swapped the grease tube out of this thing. That's one of the most aggravating things to do, is put a new tube of grease in here and keep pumping it until it starts coming out. I believe this thing has got to be 30 years old, and I believe it's starting to get wore out. I believe this gun is getting wore out. It's hard to prime. See, you get that air pocket in there on top of this, and it's hard to get to prime. Make sure you use a rag doing this, because man, it'll cut you. Well, kind of hard to get that out. Grab a pair of pliers. Don't damage the threads on the gun there. All it is. You just pull this off, a little cap. Stick it all the way down and open it like a can of Pringles. Or however you open it. I'm gonna have this stuff all over me and my armpit and in my ears and everything else before I'm done. Just push the little air release button right there. Little button. Just like that. I know you really ain't supposed to do it, but that's one reason I think this gun is getting wore out. It's hard to get it to prime. So what I do is I just make sure all the grease is down there and try to get rid of that air pocket. Just kind of tap on it like that a little bit. And you just keep pumping it. There it goes. Just like that. I'll tell you, a tube of grease don't last long at all in here. All right, let's head back over to the blade spindles. Get my knee pad. Raise the camera back up a little bit. So I don't know at what point this thing ran out, but I don't know how many pumps I give it. Gotta kind of hold it on there. Let me feel again up here under this pulley. Make sure it's not coming out up here. Oh, it is. Ooh, it's coming out from the top. That's what I was afraid of. I can't see it good. I'm gonna have to clean that out because I don't want that to get all over that blade belt. That is hard to see. Ooh. That sounds like a big one. There it is. I love airplanes. Okay, now let's grease this one. I gotta take that cover off and I gotta get all that grease cleaned out from under that pulley on top. I won't make y'all watch me do that though. Okay, if I get my hand in there and wipe all the goo off that grease fitting right there. Okay, I can see this pulley a little bit. I can just see under that black cover right there. I can see the shaft coming up right where the pulley bolts to it. Oh, I see it coming out already up there. Boy, I tell you, I bet I got that thing packed full of grease on the other side. Okay, that's the only grease fittings on this thing is 2 front wheels and 2 blade spindles. Let me hit pause. I gotta clean up my mess. Hang with. Alrighty, I got that cover put back on there. I had a lot of grease under that pulley. It sure did. I'm glad I took my time to clean it out. There we go. Just back where he had it. Alright. Changed the oil filter, spark plugs, air filter, fuel filter. New set of blades. Greased it real good. Now the last thing we're going to do is wash it. I had somebody ask me a while back if I could do a video on how I wash a zero turn. Yep, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. let's see. Let's get this thing out there on the driveway. Somebody keeps tooting their horn out there. I don't know who they are or what they want. I don't have curb service. All right, let's wash this thing. Wash it real good. So what I like to do is spray the soap down in there where it's grungy. Try to steer clear of the air filter. I try to steer clear of the fuel tank inlets too, right there. I don't want to get water in this tank, but usually it's pretty sealed right there. I'll get inside of it first. Once I get everything sprayed, then I'll do the outside. That way the soap stays on the outside of the paint job less time. You don't have much of a chance of leaving soap spots. Mess up the paint job. Get the tires and rims. That's what really makes it look good. I don't get too concerned about cleaning the deck. You don't see it anyway. The first time they use it, it's going to be nasty again. You can get these 1 gallon pump sprayers at Walmart pretty cheap. I just mix half water and half purple power. What you're doing really is just knocking the dust off. A little bit of oil, you get oil on it. Okay. I like to steer clear of that gas cap too, because sometimes they're vented and you'll get some water in it. Watch out for the air filter. Just gotta wash everything towards the back. Try not to directly spray any kind of electrical connections either. Money. Huh. Poor fella called wanting me to work on his power smart equipment. Like, nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Life is too short for that. All right, that's about as good as we're gonna get. That's about as good as we're gonna get with that. Ugh. And that's how I wash a zero turn. Just spray a little soap, hit it with a water hose, and let the sun dry it for about I don't know. In the summertime, it probably wouldn't take 10 minutes for that thing to dry. But that's what I do. I just let it sit there. Then I go in there and fill out his invoice and call him and tell him to give me some Gitas. That's how that works. Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom W video. I just noticed my garage doors broke after I talked about it the other day, wanting to replace it. I've had that garage door for 25 years. And I talk about it one time and it breaks. Boy, ain't that what we get. Look at that. Well, all right, boys and girls, love y'all. Thanks for watching another Tom W video. And love each other. Love me. And we will catch y'all on the next one, man. Love y'all.